Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So this is the 10th lecture in the series in which we are learning the basic component of Compose. So in this lecture we will make the view model of sign-in screen. So here is our sign-in screen which we have built in our previous lectures, and in this lecture we will see how we can manage these kind of data using our with our view model, like email, password, remember me check. So let's continue and jump into the coding. You can find the starter code in the video description below and also find the completed code too. So let's start the coding stuff. So here we have our sign-in screen here, and in this screen we have email and password. So for that we need to create another file here to manage the state of this sign-in screen. So I will name it as sign screen, and it would be a data class because it contains different kind of data, and I will see this thing from here, so it will be more realistic. Actually no, it will take too much time in rendering, so I will jump back to here in the slide, and here we have email. So for that I will create a email and initialize with default value empty string, and password, and the next is password visibility option. So by default it will be true, and next is remember me switch. So by default it will be true, actually this one also will be true. So this is the data that we need to manage in our sign screen. So we have created the state for that, so we will save this information in our view model. So I will create a file SignIn ViewModel, a class, and it will be extend from ViewModel, and here we need to manage retain this sign-in state. So for that I will create a new variable mutable state of state flow, and let's pass the initial state would be as empty data, and here I will create another variable UI state which would be public, as state flow. So this is how we will manage save our data in our view model using mutable state flow. That data will be saved in a UI state variable, and it will contain the initial data which will be our empty strings, and the default check which would be true, and we are collecting this as state flow in this variable. So this will be a public variable, and we can access that variable in our compose component. So let's see how we can access that data in our compose component. So in For that, in SignIn screen component, first I will pass the view model, and okay, and the next is data part. I will remove this one, collect as state, and alt enter to import the extension functions. Yeah, that's it. And the next is we need to pass the UI state data to the components where we need it. So first one would be the email, I will remove this later, and the second one would be the password. Actually, I will remove this one, and second one would be the password. And the next one is the visibility option. So if password visibility is true, then we will show the visibility off icon, else show this icon. And the next is the switch option. Remember me switch, remember me check. Okay, so we have show the state information to the components, and the next is we need to update those values of the states, like whenever user typing anything in the email text field, in this email text field, then we want to update that email information in this email variable of this state. So for that I will go to SignIn screen and create a new method here. Actually I will call a new method here, update email, and pass it the string. And here I will press alt enter and create a member function in SignIn ViewModel, and update the state of this UI state underscore UI state variable. For that, UI state update and it copy, which will make the copy of this SignIn state object, and here I will update the email value. Take it to the bottom of the class, and this is how we will update the email using whenever this method will be called, the UI state will be updated with the new value, and that value will be collected reflected in the UI state, and this UI state we are in the SignIn component, SignIn screen, and here we are collecting the UI state as collect as state. So whenever any value changes in the UI state, then new value will be come to the UI state, and our SignIn screen compose component will be recompose itself to reflect the newly updated data. So I will create other methods for other data, like for password I will copy this to the bottom using Control D, update password, and here I will set it as update password, and the next is password visibility. And update remember me check. Actually it's a remember me check. I will rename it by using shift F6. Okay, remember me check has been updated, so just need to call these methods from the SignIn screen. Update email call from here, and the next here is update password. Here is the trailing icon. Here we will update the visibility of the password. And we will invert it. And here we will change the remember me check value. Okay, so yeah, this is it. So let's run it on our device. Okay, actually I need to run this component only, so for that I will go to this preview method and click on the play button, run button actually. Okay, so here I will type the email here, test@gmail.com, and the password abc123. Actually password is the default visibility should be false, so password should not be visible to the user. And also need to update the visual transformation of this text field. So first of all I will make the SignIn screen password visibility by default, it will be false. And the next will be I will set the visual transformation of this password text field. So if password visibility is false, and we will show the password visual transformation. Otherwise visual transformation would be none. and here if password visibility is false, then I will use the not operator here and show the password visibility on. Actually here I need to show the password visibility on, and here to show the password with the align icon on it. So let's run it again. Okay, so now here let's try to type the password. It's showing, and if I click on this one, then it's visible, it's not visible. So this is how we can do this. And let's check the remember me check. Okay, it's also working perfectly. So all things are working perfectly as expected with the view model. So the purpose of view model is that the life cycle of the view model retention is large, like it will we persist this information while the rotation, minimizing and showing the app again. So let's see, we are not able to make this make the bottom buttons here. So let's make this screen scrollable. For that I will go to the parent component, which is in our case is okay, we have the column here, and we will apply the vertical. Actually first I will put it here, vertical scroll, and remember scroll state, and let's run it again. So let's scroll it. So the thing that you may have noticed that we have some of the margin from here and on top as well. So the thing is, whenever we use the padding methods before any of this or the background method, then it will be behave as a margin. So I will cut this method from here and put it on the top of that. So now it will consider this as a padding to this column. Okay, so now you can see here the margin from the top and bottom have been shifted into the padding. So that's it for today's. So in this video we have learned how to create the view model for SignIn screen and persist how to manage this data in the SignIn state. So this is it for today. See you next time. Bye.